Okay, let's see what this sounds like. First time ever had the GoPro with sound. Well, let's see if it works, if it's too much. So there's a few things. First of all, I am riding without gloves, which is something I never ever do. Never ever do. Never ever do. Except for my gloves are locked inside something else and I can't get them. So just one time I'm going to ride without gloves, which I hate doing. Never ride without fucking gloves, as you will lose your fingers. It's just plain obvious. Now then, it's a lovely day. It's the end of October. It's the crazy year of 2020, and this is probably going to be the first video I do specifically for the old YouTubers. Now I'm going to try and just get into a rhythm about all this, but there are many things to talk about in life. Riding a motorbike, Taoism, football, gloveless riding, not adjusting your mirrors properly before you set off, rookie error. Ducks are out, swans are out, some herring gulls. Dangerous place for a zebra, this doesn't make any sense. So yeah, 2020, everyone's favourite year. Who knows what happens next. I mean, everyone's hoping that it's all just going to fade away after the winter. By next year, something that they call the new normal would have subsided and we'll actually have the old normal. I don't know, no one knows. That's the weird thing about it. A year ago you could have taken big bets on this. You could have stocked up with your face masks and your toilet roll and your pasta and your plain flour and been a millionaire. So people talk about riding motorbikes. I just got a bigger motorbike last week. It's not this one, but talk about the safety bubble, the bubble around yourself. Very important. Give them a wave, give them a nod, see if they friendly you back. Not always though. That's alright. Maybe they were thinking about their shopping or their Auntie Enid. So I'm in this little town just northwest of London. It's a Sunday, so it's a bit busy for a Sunday. I don't know where everyone's going. I suppose maybe they're all making videos. Who knows? And I'm just going to go along here and we'll come out into some lovely countryside out of the town. We're living in London up until earlier this year, but now living out in the sticks a bit, relatively speaking. It is beautiful around here. It's like Devon near London. And to be honest, my clubbing days, etc., are well past. So I'm more into hedgehogs. Not that I've seen one for 30 years, but then again, who has? I've seen a few squash ones. I'd love to see a bloody hedgehog. Love it to see a blue-winged. I don't see one now, obviously. No indicating, just sat there in the middle of the road. Who knows? Oh, he has pulled over. Didn't want to bother indicating. There we go. Getting to some nice, lovely bit of landscape now. I was out here a couple of few days ago last week looking for mushrooms, but no luck. Maybe I'll have a little look today. It's gone lunchtime now, so we're a bit late in the day really, but there's been a lot of rain last few days, so you never know, maybe it's good. I don't know how much of the wind this microphone is picking up. I can fucking feel it, hear it, but I haven't lost my visor on this one. Alright for petrol. It's the kind of day, I mean a Sunday's always the kind of day where you just want to go and sit in a pub by a fire and have some Bloody Marys. That would be nice. It's quite wet up here, a lot of leaves on the ground, so I'm just going to coast through, man. Just coast through. He's having fun, he's loving life. He looked like a stage technician, didn't he? He looked like an assistant stage manager. And we're the black man, that's how I feel on the inside. Oh, Manchester. Got a couple of things there, and a lot of gravel on the road here as well. Woman in the road with the dog. Nice dog. Lovely dog. Not talking about her, obviously. I'm sure she would be if she was a dog, a lovely dog, but she's not a dog. But the dog was a dog. Anyway, talking shit. What's new? Strap in, get used to it. This is really just about testing out the microphone, seeing if I'm picking up wind and shit, but I probably am, because like I say, I haven't got the visor, so it's coming straight through and down, I imagine. It's probably absolutely unlistenable unless I go down to this sort of speed. Schnoodles, doggy daycare and well-being. Well, Schnoodles is quite impressive. That's a lot of fucking dogs. Yeah, so maybe I just trickle along at 30 instead. Not in a rush. It's a Sunday. If you can't have fun on a Sunday at leisurely pace, I ask you, whence thou can't. Something like that. Yeah, it's a lovely autumn day really. It's really miserable and cloudy. What have I been doing this week? Well, last week I went to Wigan to buy the BMW. There's a tip: if you're going to spend more than £2,000 on a motorbike, make sure it works properly before you buy it. I rode it home. Yeah, I was right. I rode it home, and no problems whatsoever. And then the next day, went for a little ride out to Oxford, and started being very, very jerky and kind of spluttering as it kind of accelerated. It was alright once you got up to 50, 60, but it was definitely something wrong there. It felt like there was a blockage in the fuel lines or the carburetor or something like that. I don't know, I'm no mechanical type of person really. Shit at that, but I'm going to take it to a professional this week. Hopefully he'll sort it out for not too much money, because I was reading about BMW parts. If you do need them, it's going to cost you a fucking fortune, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But also I was riding it a couple of days, like I say, and I find it, I mean I knew it was going to be heavy, but I was kind of seduced by the luxury and the luggage and everything, so I'm starting to think maybe it's not for me anyway, so I might just flog it on, make a few £100 because it was a bargain. Let's go left here and see what happens. Church Lane, they say. Horridge Church, Horridge Court. Oh, it's a dead end. We'll forget that. We'll forget that. Carry on. We're good. And also I got back on this one, my 650, and it's just lovely and so much fun. I felt like I'd cheated on my motorbike going with a BMW for a night of, you know, madness. Excuse me. So I kind of still want something else. Lots of mud on the road. It's country lanes. What do you expect, Grandad? I think it's only when I'm riding two up, when I take my girlfriend out, that I can feel the difference. I think they need a bigger bike than a 650. So the BMW is a 1200, so I'm starting to think maybe 900, maybe 1000cc is all I need to do, and maybe look for something a bit lighter and just get the luggage and the panniers and stuff. Going too fast again. I bet that wind's fucking awful. We'll see. Oh well, I won't know till I get home, and I'll just be like, what a wanker, what is he talking about? So this is a ride through the English countryside for all those foreign viewers, and I know there are literally thousands and thousands and millions and billions of you out there watching this with great interest. This is the green and pleasant land. It is beautiful, isn't it? I lived in Spain for 15 years and I didn't really miss England that much, but now I'm back, been back a few years, and I've renewed my appreciation of it. It's just so beautiful. I mean, it is around here anyway. It's definitely not the council estate on which I was brought up. It's a lovely part of the country, but I mean, it's just lovely. It's so green. I mean, how many kinds of green are there? Apparently an infinite amount. And there's lots of, around here, there's loads of these villages with nice pubs. Look at that pub sign, the full moon. And look, it's a proper old handmade pub sign. I love it. Quite a few people there. Oh, diversion. Where are we going? Road closed ahead, access only. Well, I'm always one for checking out a road that's been closed. Quite often they're only closed to cars and lorries. You can get a bike through, so let's have a look. Cricket, you see, it's so English, darling. It really is lovely, isn't it? And this is probably a good spot to look for some mushrooms as well, but maybe in a while I'll find somewhere a bit more remote, less people. It's a little bit archers be looking for mushrooms of the magical variety in front of a load of old villages. It's a little bit, that's the other thing I would say about around here though, it is a little bit eyes wide shut, a little bit Illuminati Central, it's all a bit Rothschild. There is a lot of that around here, there's a lot of lodges, etc. So, I mean, I haven't had any problems, but I do feel like just one wrong drunken slur, you could end up in a cooking pot somewhere on a manor house table. Ooh, it's a nice big puddle. We shall approach it with caution.